Right, back on the bike. Here in Deepwater. A little house behind the servo here. I don't know whether that's a sort of, part of this or that's a street. Could be a street there. 10 o'clock. Like, who knows? I think it's not attached. This bakery here sells some of the best pies you'll ever get. They're magnificent, really good, and it's got a reputation for that. People stop all the time there. Sorry. Now this pub here, the Longhorn, that's what it used to be called anyway. Oh, we got 28 clicks to Torro. Now that pub, the Longhorn's hilarious. It was closed for quite a while, that pub, quite a few years, because of a fire actually, I think. And then a bloke from Sydney came up and took it over, and he was going to do all these biker things, like he had a show and shine and a camp over thing, with bands and bike show, with trophies or whatever. And we went to one actually, which was kind of funny. Sorry. And it was June or July or something like that, And it was -11 that night. And all these, campers on their motorcycles and that were camping at the pub, in the grounds of the pub, like you do in the country, and because they're all from the coast and wherever, and they all froze their asses off because it was so fucking cold, with their sort of, coastal type motorcycle gear and camping gear and stuff. This is one of the cons of the idea of having a house out here, is the road out isn't all that great, but it's been fixed in a few places, but it means it's not a fast trip to the highway, There's quite often stock on the road as well. Anyway, where was I? So, anyway, the bloke who put all these things on couldn't pay for it. So, he faked a heart attack. He faked a heart attack and you know, got himself carted up to hospital or whatever and blah blah blah. But it turned out that he'd done the same thing before. And so, you know, it didn't go down very well, as you can imagine. I don't know what happened to him, whether he ended up in the jug or what, I don't know, you know. But I remember going there another time, just on a sort of like a day ride with the New England Riders, you know, and we stopped there and I had Bella and Seamus in the sidecar, and this little woman came out who was, you know, the wife of the bloke who owns the pub. I don't know whether it was the same people who, you know, had been in that trouble before. Just got to remember this. There's a speed hump here somewhere. And it's one that you sort of have to be careful of, and you can hardly see it. So she's like South East Asian or Filipino or something. Oh. Sees the dogs in the sidecar, runs inside, comes back out with these two fucking little fluffy white dogs, you know, Shih Tzus or whatever, and tries to shove them in the sidecar with Bella and Seamus. Now Bella's a rat cattle dog, so what does she do? When this woman shoves this sort of little fluffy thing in her face virtually, so Bella just went chomp, you know, and understandably so, while I'm standing there going, what the fuck are you doing, you know? And of course the dog screams. And then the woman screams, and everybody else starts yelling and screaming as well. And I'm just going, well, you know, you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot, you know, trying to put your dogs in the sidecar with my dogs without permission, without asking me at all, you know. And, you know, all was well that ended well in the respect that she couldn't do anything about it. She had to just sort of suck it up, you know, because she was just too, I don't know what was going on in her head. I mean, not a lot, obviously. Anyway, that's the Deepwater pub. This bit's got rough surface, not like all that other real smooth stuff we've been on, but it's not a great road. Hello you moo cows. This bit's actually smoother than all that other stuff further back there. You wouldn't want to be drunk coming along this road where those humps are there. You'd end up in the creek. So we've got some pluses. The pros are It's a nice secluded place, and there's a fairly sort of supportive village kind of thing as far as I can tell. And you know, we'll see what else. A couple of cons at this point are this road. Another one is bushfires. Bushfires come through here. And they came through here 2019, I guess it was. Nearly wiped the joint out, but they did cope with it. But it's something people are worried about. There's some cockies. I suppose really it's only the first couple of Ks that are the bad part of this road. Certainly the old girl won't like it. However, we've got plans for the old girl. We've decided, really, the only thing to do with her is fork out, you know, proper money, as it were, and put air shocks on it. All I can, you know, I think that's probably the better long-term solution, and I can jack it up a bit more, you know, and that gives me maybe the opportunity to even have take a pillion, you know. Hey, you silly buggers. Where are you going? And it's that horror movie thing again, isn't it? Where they just run down the middle of the road screaming, chased by the bloke with the axe, you know. Look out, you lambos! Look out! There's a couple more. Not great fencing then, I'm guessing. Interesting place. Looks like it might have been a schoolhouse at one point, maybe. Torrington that way. That looks like a schoolhouse actually. A bit of traffic on this road. Friday going to town or something. Who knows? The road isn't that bad along here, you know. Spoke too soon. Film this trip back out again as well at a more leisurely pace, as it were. I'm just sort of a little bit conscious that I've got to keep an appointment with this, you know, estate agent type. A few skippies out here too, I would imagine. Torrington, Torro. It's a strange old place. I don't know, I've got actually no idea what would have originally prompted people to build a village here, you know. And the cemetery's surprisingly large too, for a little joint. It takes a while to actually get into Torrington proper too. Somebody over there collects cars and leaves them there. Yeah, okay, so there obviously was a shop here originally, bit of a general store or something by the looks of it. This is Torrington. This is it. I think that's the house. We're looking at. How are you, mate? I'm good. I thought I might as well.